Jai Shri Sai. Today is Guru Poornima. Guru Poornima is one of the most important auspicious days of the Hindus, of whichever branch or sect or path they follow, whatever. Because Guru Poornima is in the name of Guru, and Hindus and some other religions grown in India believe in the worship of Guru, and the Guru as the main pivot around which the life of the Sishyas rotated. In a Guru Gurukula system, when the child is to go, see epics, see Puranas, see the history, his entire personality is to be grown. Even in modern times, if you see Gurus like Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Shirdi Sai Baba, and many others are there, Sri Vivekananda, they changed the lives of their disciples, evolved their personalities to spiritual heights, and grew their intellect so vastly that they were able to contribute a lot to the society. Sri Vivekananda example. They also not only help in material but also the temporal problems of the devotees, with the hope that once the temporal problems are solved, the spiritual can be taken care, because people are generally not tuned to do so much with a problem. They are normal people. Most of these Sadgurus, when the spiritually exalted Gurus, actually had no material or any other return from the devotees, rich or poor alike. They only gave. Therefore, this day, in order to, in gratefulness to their kindness and help rendered to us, the devotees join together or also singly at home, worship him, think of him, and try to remember the ideals he taught and also the things he wanted us to do for the elevation of the people. It is a spiritual and a philanthropic work both. But today's context is a little different than other Guru Poornimas. Today we are standing in the midst of the second wave of Corona. The world has seen a lot of problems. A new sort of a disease shattering the entire existing system and belief of the human race on its intellect, competent, and capacity to handle. There have been deaths, there have been sufferings. The view to life has changed. Everything is now indoors, people can't move out. Anything they wanted is not happening as normal human beings. So, we have to do many more things, not only enjoying mirthfully, singing bhajan, that's okay. Remembering the Guru's name, fine. Temples are closed, one can do it home or online. Very good, they are doing. In fact, before proceed, let me first express my incompetence to join all the functions in the world who invited me for various occasions, like for example, release of a book, somewhere Bhumi Puja of a temple, somewhere some group together doing Guru Bhagavata, Baba's name. Such are the functions in many places in the world. It is not possible for me to cater to every country and every region and every testament. So through this message, I am giving my best wishes to them to carry on at that level, because anything they do in the name of Guru is positive and pious. We should have to, before starting our functions, we should first pray for those people who died in Corona. The souls, unfortunate souls, died because the human race had not created a solution. Some of them were very young, some of them very old. They died without knowing why they died, how they died. Many people couldn't understand. People who had great contribution to society also died. So we must pray for soul, at least a minute silence wherever you are, or online, whatever you can do, if you are in a group or singly. That's the first thing. And while for the people who died, it doesn't only include the public who died, but also the corona fighters, who especially need to be remembered. They have also a fight, life, their family. But at that time, imagine the pain their family must be undergoing when they were fighting in the street for others to get cured without caring for themselves, and the family must be very, very disturbed. Thanks to those families also, who could give support to these people for the corona warriors. Their families also need to be thanked. So, about the death process so far. I know during corona times, why Baba's temples and institutions and groups also, many temples, many NGOs, many people, individual capacity and group, have been rendering help, like for example, donation of money, mask, sanitizers, food packages, many things. They have been doing, and they will continue to do so. The state has been doing by supporting them. State means government, central or state, whatever the concerned department. So they must be taken care. Another thing I must say, we must also thank those people who buried the dead bodies of people whose own relatives could not do their job. Some people in groups, you call them whatever group, are definitely to be praised, who took the responsibility and the risk of corona, yet buried the dead bodies of others. These are people who need to be thanked mentally. In the Guru Poornima, O Guru, since you are there, we pray to you, please help these people, bless them. That's the prayer. We should also, in spite of giving all this, we should also try to communicate. One of the reasons that I see is that people want to communicate. Let's look. In corona time, only eating, doing prasad, that's not important. In fact, if I don't do the prasad and go give the food to a poor man, the Guru will be satisfied. If I don't spend money on lavishly decorating my temple, which is not needed, save that money, give it as cloth to somebody who has no job. There are many people who are suffering. Economic condition is bad because people cannot move out. Therefore, we will help where people have failed to help, or even people have tried to help, but there are still areas in which they need many things. For example, I was talking to one of the NGOs, they said, in a Zoom. I said, okay, you give food packets, you give cloths, good, mask, good, educational materials, fine. But the greatest act you did is, or we should do, keep in mind. When corona was so big, so hard, and so infectious, then the food packets could not be distributed, nobody went there. And hotels were all closed. Sometimes some hotels or motels are open, like little shops, they create food. And telewalas carry them, nothing was there. So these people, what they did, prepare food at home, their own homes, and carry those food to those people and feed them. That's a great job. That's mamata, beyond your capacity. As I say, by putting the thought of Guru in Guru Poornima online, wishing each other, praying each other, doing arati, okay, bhajan, everything can be done online. Please do it, because it will give an environmental. Somebody can recite Sachitra, let's say Sai devotees. Somebody Jagannath devotees can do about Lord Jagannath. I mean, Guru Bhagavat, everybody can read it about all religions and all sects in groups. I know some groups are doing. But this is a day to do it specially for a scheduled time with such features that can be introduced in Guru Bhagavat. As I said, people want to do new things. Somebody wants to write a book on Baba, release it. who has written a book and want to release. Somebody wants to do Bhuvi Puja. Somebody wants to want many things. Open a library. Somebody wants to give money to a student, whatever. That is the name of Guru. When the devotees work for the Guru, they do it in the name of Guru, and that's the greatness of Guru Parampara. So, one area that I find is needed to be reinforced is, in Guru Poornima, what we should do, those old ladies and human beings, couples or single, or people who are unable to communicate through internet, let us say, please make a list of those people if you know them. It can be your relatives. It can be your old friends. Please communicate with them telephonically if you can't do it through interneting system and computer system. Because if sometimes internet is not sufficient, sometimes voice gives more assurance. That's my feeling. So those people who needs to be heard and say, we can give 2 hours today to 4 friends, let us say. I want this old couple, they are alone. They can tell small things. I have a little tooth problem. Somebody can say, okay, my lock is gone wrong. Or I do the thermometer. Small things. And they can't tell anyone. So it is better to attend to such requirements by asking them what they need. See, in Oriya language, in a poem, somebody wrote, Dhanya se data jane jachaka bano. Means, that donor is the best who gives a donation by knowing the actual need of the person. Not that he asks for it, but he goes out and knows and gives. Dhanya se data, dhanya hai wo data, jo yachak ka ban janta hai, jo mangta hai. That is the theme of, that is what the Sadgurus are. Man jante hain, they know what the wish is, and then they call, and from their side they give. That is the greatness of the Gurus. That is spiritualism. The spirit is so high, that's so broad. Also in Guru Poornima, nobody stops from dance, music, all those fun can be done. And one can take up one activity as a promise for the year. One can say, okay, I'll do this. This year I will write a book, article. Somebody say, okay, this year I'll help the leper patients. I'll try in a big way. This year I'll help that the 10 families which are distressed. Something if you can take. That is in a mission mode, and fixed area also can be done. So, I can say anything about Guru Mahima. You all have read the greatness of Gurus from time of immemorial. And the theme of Guru will continue. Even if you have different language, different style. I mean, whenever a Guru, he must have called him something else. But you need a Guru. Everybody needs a Guru because everybody has to learn somebody hand holding, finger holding of the child. There's the essence of human society. It started from the time of birth, when the mother first fed. That was the Guru, taught the child how to suckle, taught the child how to walk with the finger. It's a much broader program, to say about which I have written much in Sri Guru Bhagavat, 8 volumes. So I can only wish in this Guru Bhakti day, I pray my Guru Sri Sai Baba, that may you all remain corona free. May your families regrow. The things have gone a little backward, come back to fight back to normal life in spite of negative situation. That we are all able to adjust to the new system, new things, and also that we have the hopefulness within us, not only to sustain ourselves, but help others to grow and sustain themselves, keeping God in heart and our Baba for prayer. That is the best thing we can do in this time. Wishing you again, as I said that Hindi word, Corona मुक्त रहो, करुणा युक्त रहो, सबको मदद करो. जय श्री साई.
गुरुर् ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म